Hey everyone, welcome back to Inglift Studio. I'm Maya.
And I'm Jordan.
So, before we start, can I ask, how are you feeling today, Jordan?
Honestly, a little thoughtful. One of those days where you're busy, but your mind keeps drifting.
Same here. I was feeling slightly nervous before recording.
Nervous? That's interesting. Why?
I think because today's conversation feels reflective. It makes you stop and actually look at yourself.
Yeah, this isn't a light topic. It's one of those pause and think conversations.
Exactly. And that's why today we're doing something a little different. We're asking you to pause and look back at your year. And I know what you're thinking, but it's not January yet or the year isn't over. But here's the truth. Most people never actually reflect on their year at all.
They just roll from one year into the next. Same problems, same patterns, never stopping to ask, what did I learn? How did I grow? What do I want to do differently?
So today we're reflecting on our years, the wins, the losses, the lessons, the growth, and we're inviting you to do the same.
Because if you don't intentionally reflect, you'll never see how far you've actually come.
Let's start with the most important question. Why does reflecting on your year even matter?
Because we're terrible at recognizing our own progress. When you're in the middle of life, everything feels slow. But when you look back over 12 months, you see massive change.
It's like watching a plant grow. Day to day, nothing seems different. But compare a photo from January to December, totally different plant.
Perfect analogy. You are that plant. You've grown this year, even if you can't feel it right now.
Reflection also helps you learn from what didn't work. If you never look back, you'll repeat the same mistakes forever.
And it helps you celebrate. We're so quick to move on to the next goal that we never acknowledge what we've accomplished.
So, reflection is about recognition, learning, and celebration.
Exactly. Okay, let's start with the good stuff. Maya, what were your biggest wins this year?
Let me think. Professionally, I landed 3 major clients I'd been chasing for years. That felt huge.
That's amazing. What made it possible?
Honestly, persistence. I kept showing up, kept refining my pitch, kept building relationships. It took time, but it paid off.
So the lesson is persistence works, even when it feels slow.
Exactly. What about you? What were your wins?
Personally, I started therapy this year. That was big for me.
That is big. How has it impacted you?
It's changed everything. I understand myself better, I communicate better, I'm healthier mentally. Best decision I made all year.
Sometimes the wins aren't about achievement, they're about taking care of yourself.
Exactly. Another one, I ran my first half marathon.
Jordan, that's incredible. How did that feel?
Amazing. A year ago, I couldn't run a mile without stopping. The fact that I can now run 13 miles, that's growth.
That's massive growth. See, this is why reflection matters. You might forget you couldn't run a mile a year ago.
So true. So what else was a win for you this year?
I reconnected with 2 friends I'd lost touch with. We had this awkward period where we weren't talking, and I finally reached out.
How did that go?
Better than I expected. We cleared the air, and now our friendships are stronger than before.
That takes courage. Reaching out after distance is hard.
It was scary, but so worth it. Those relationships matter to me.
Okay, let's talk about challenges. What were your biggest struggles this year?
Oh man, financially, I had a really rough quarter. 3 clients left at once, and I panicked.
That sounds stressful. How did you get through it?
I had to hustle, networking, pitching, reaching out to old contacts. It took 2 months, but I rebuilt.
And what did you learn from that experience?
Don't put all my eggs in one basket. I need diverse income streams. Also, I'm more resilient than I thought.
That's a powerful lesson. Struggles reveal our strength.
Reciprocating. What about you? What were your challenges?
Heavy, honest. I dealt with a burnout mid-year. I was working constantly, saying yes to everything, ignoring all the warning signs.
What happened?
Raw, vulnerable. I crashed. Couldn't get out of bed for a week. My body just shut down.
That's your body saying enough is enough.
Exactly. And I had to learn to set boundaries, saying no, taking real breaks, prioritizing rest.
Validating. That's a crucial lesson. Are you better at that now?
Confident and proud. Much better. I schedule rest like I schedule work. Non-negotiable time off.
Celebrating. That's growth right there. Gently probing. What else was hard this year?
Sad. Processing. I had a friendship end. Someone I considered really close just drifted away. And when I tried to address it, they weren't interested in fixing it.
Soft, empathetic. That hurts.
It really did. But I learned that not all relationships are meant to last forever, and that's okay.
Wisdom, comforting. Some people are in your life for a season, not a lifetime.
Exactly. And forcing it doesn't help anyone.
Transitioning to growth. Let's talk about personal growth. How have you changed this year?
Confident and liberated. I'm more comfortable with myself. I used to constantly worry what people thought. Now, I care less about external validation.
What shifted that for you?
Honestly, getting older helped, but also therapy and realizing that people's opinions don't pay my bills or determine my worth.
Exciting for them. That's liberating.
So liberating. Okay, turning to Maya. What about you? How have you grown?
Proud, vulnerable. I've gotten better at asking for help. I used to think I had to do everything alone. Now I reach out when I'm struggling.
Validating strongly. That's huge. We're taught that asking for help is weakness.
Passionate. Right, but it's actually strength. It takes courage to be vulnerable and say, I can't do this alone.
Agreeing warmly. And people usually want to help. They're just waiting to be asked.
A pleasant surprise in voice. Exactly. I've been surprised by how willing people are to support me when I actually ask.
Curious. What else have you learned about yourself this year?
Discovering, slightly surprised, I need more solitude than I thought. I'm actually pretty introverted, which surprised me because I'm social.
Matter of fact, reassuring. You can be both.
Lighthearted, accepting. I'm learning that. I enjoy people, but I also need alone time to recharge. This year, I started protecting that time.
Supportive. Good for you. Transitioning. What about habits? What new habits did you build this year?
Enthusiastic, morning journaling. Every day, I write 3 pages before checking my phone. It's transformed my mornings.
Interested. What do you write about?
Stream of consciousness, whatever's on my mind. Worries, ideas, gratitude, to-do lists, just dumping everything out.
Curious. And that helps you?
So much. It clears my mind and helps me start the day intentionally instead of reactively.
I love that. I started a similar habit, evening gratitude practice. Before bed, I write 3 things I'm grateful for from that day.
How has that changed things?
I sleep better, and I've trained my brain to look for good things throughout the day. Even on hard days, I can find 3 positives.
That's beautiful. Playful turn. What habits did you try to build but failed?
Oh, several. I tried to become a morning person, wake up at 5 a.m., meditate, exercise.
Amused, anticipating, and
Lasted 3 weeks. Turns out I'm just not wired that way. I accepted I'm a night owl and work better later in the day.
affirming with warmth. That's important too, knowing what doesn't work for you.
Exactly. Not every productivity hack works for everyone.
Relating, laughing lightly. I tried meal prepping every Sunday and hated it. Felt like a chore, so I stopped.
And that's okay. Let it go if it doesn't serve you.
Transitioning thoughtfully. Let's talk about relationships. How have your relationships evolved this year?
Deliberately wise. I invested more in my close relationships and let casual ones fade. I used to try to maintain every friendship equally.
Curious, what changed?
Honest, practical. I realized I don't have energy for that. I'd rather have 5 deep friendships than 20 surface level ones.
Summarizing simply, quality over quantity.
Confirming, then enthusiastic. Exactly. And those 5 friends, our relationships are so much richer now because I'm actually present with them.
I love that. What about romantic relationships?
Serious, vulnerable. I ended a relationship that wasn't working. We'd been together 2 years, and it was comfortable, but not right.
Acknowledging difficulty. That takes courage.
It was one of the hardest things I've done this year. But we both deserve someone we're excited about, not just comfortable with.
Caring, checking in. And how are you doing now?
Pleasantly surprised, peaceful. Honestly, better than I expected. I'm enjoying being single, rediscovering myself, no rush to jump into something new.
Validating. That's healthy. Turning the conversation. What about you, Maya? How did relationships change for you? Thoughtful, mature. My relationship with my partner deepened significantly. We went through some tough times, disagreements about future plans, stress from work,
Hopeful question, but you worked through it?
proud, relieved. We did. We started couples therapy, learned to communicate better, and now we're stronger than ever.
Genuinely impressed. That's amazing. A lot of couples would have given up.
Honest, vulnerable. We almost did, but we both wanted to try, and it paid off.
Transitioning professionally. Let's talk about career and work. What changed professionally for you this year?
Empowered. I learned to say no. I used to take every project offered, even if it didn't align with my goals or values.
Interested in change. And now?
Now, I'm selective. I ask, does this excite me? Does it align with where I want to go? Will I regret saying yes?
Recognizing wisdom. That's strategic thinking.
It is. And ironically, saying no more has led to better opportunities. I have space for the right things.
Relating, then vulnerable. I experienced something similar. I left a job I hated and took a risk on something I believed in.
Curious, supportive. How did that work out?
Honest, still figuring it out, honestly. Some months are great, others are scary, but I'm happier than I was.
Affirming values. That's what matters. Would you go back to the old job?
Firm, no hesitation. Never. Even with the uncertainty, this feels right.
Transitioning to practical topic. Let's talk about money. How did your financial situation change?
Candid, self-aware. This was a roller coaster year financially. I made more money than ever before, but also spent more.
Probing gently. Why the increased spending?
Sheepish, recognizing mistake. Lifestyle creep. I got comfortable and stopped tracking expenses. Bad habit.
Supportive, solution focused. What are you doing about it?
Determined, correcting. Back to budgeting. I'm tracking every dollar again, and I'm saving more consistently.
Encouraging. Good. What about you, Maya? Triumphant, relieved. I finally paid off my credit card debt. It took 3 years, but I'm debt-free.
Thrilled for her, excited. Maya, that's incredible. How does it feel?
Breathing out relief, liberated, like I can breathe. That debt was hanging over me, affecting every decision. Now I'm free.
Looking forward. What's next financially?
Practical planning, building an emergency fund. I want 6 months of expenses saved so I never feel that financial anxiety again.
Affirming, transitioning. Smart goal. Let's talk about health. How has your physical and mental health been this year?
Pleased, proud. Honestly, this was my healthiest year physically. I worked out consistently, ate better, prioritized sleep.
Curious about Catalyst. What motivated that change?
Awakening, practical. I turned 30 and realized my body won't stay healthy without effort. I need to invest in it now.
Wise. Prevention is easier than trying to fix problems later.
Agreeing, then reciprocating. Exactly. What about your health?
Mixed, honest assessment. Physically, pretty good. I ran that half marathon, but mentally, I struggled earlier in the year.
Connecting threads. The burnout period?
Confirming, then positive. Yeah, but starting therapy really helped. I'm in a much better place mentally now.
Emphasizing importance. Mental health is just as important as physical health.
Passionate agreement. Absolutely. It affects everything. Work, relationships, physical health, happiness.
Lightning mood, transitioning. Let's talk about fun and joy. What brought you joy this year?
Lighting up. Travel. I took 3 trips this year, more than I've done in 5 years combined.
Interested, excited. Where did you go?
Reminiscing happily. 1 beach vacation, 1 mountain hiking trip, and 1 city exploration. Each was different and amazing.
Appreciating deeply. Travel fills you up in a unique way.
Enthusiastic, refreshed. It really does. Stepping out of routine, experiencing new places, meeting new people, I came back refreshed each time.
Turning to self. What brought you joy this year? Excited, rediscovering. Creative projects. I started painting again after years away. Just for me, no pressure.
Warm, curious. How did that feel?
Liberated, happy. Freeing. I'd forgotten how much I love creating just for the sake of creating.
Moved. That's beautiful. Any other joy moments?
Gentle, appreciative. Simple things. Coffee with friends, Sunday morning sleep-ins, finishing a great book. The small pleasures matter.
Agreeing warmly. Wise. They really do. Often, it's not the big moments, it's the quiet, ordinary ones.
Let's talk about disappointments. What didn't go as planned?
I had a business idea I was excited about. Spent months planning, invested money, launched, and it flopped completely.
That must have been disappointing.
So disappointing. I felt embarrassed and defeated.
But you learned from it?
I did. I learned I didn't validate the idea first. I assumed people wanted it without actually asking. That's a lesson I won't forget.
Failure is expensive tuition, but you learn.
Exactly. What about you? What disappointed you?
I applied for this big opportunity I really wanted, like dream opportunity. I made it to the final round and didn't get it.
Oh no. How did you handle that?
Honestly, I cried. I let myself be sad for a few days. Then I asked for feedback and used it to improve.
And looking back now?
I'm actually glad I didn't get it. 3 months later, a better opportunity came along that I wouldn't have been available for.
Universe had other plans.
Exactly. Sometimes rejection is redirection.
Let's talk about surprises. What surprised you this year?
How resilient I am. I faced things I thought would break me, and I didn't break. I bent, but I didn't break.
That's powerful to realize.
It is. I trust myself more now. I know I can handle hard things.
What surprised me is how much I actually like solitude. I used to avoid being alone.
What changed?
I started spending intentional time alone. No phone, no TV, just me. At first it was uncomfortable, but then I started to enjoy it.
You got comfortable with yourself.
Exactly. Now I crave that alone time. It's when I feel most myself.
Okay, let's do a lightning round. Favorite memory from this year?
Dancing at my friend's wedding at 2 a.m., completely present and joyful.
Beautiful. Mine is a sunset hike with my partner where we just sat in silence, watching the sky change colors.
Biggest lesson learned.
You can't control everything, and trying to will make you miserable. Let go.
Mine is that rest is productive. Doing nothing is sometimes the most important thing you can do.
Continuing lightning round. Book that impacted you most.
Tough. The Body Keeps the Score. Changed how I understand trauma and healing.
Mine is 4,000 Weeks, about accepting our limited time and choosing what matters.
Playful. Song that defined your year.
Reflective. Both Sides Now by Joni Mitchell, about seeing life from different perspectives.
Mine is The Archer by Taylor Swift, about being your own worst enemy.
Practical question. Best purchase you made?
Connecting to the earlier story, my running shoes led to so much growth and health.
Emphasizing value. Mine are my therapy sessions. Best investment in myself.
Forward-looking, excited. Okay, let's talk about looking forward. What do you want more of next year?
Determined, brave. More adventure. I played it too safe this year. I want to take more risks, try new things, say yes to opportunities that scare me.
Love it. What do you want less of?
Firm, liberating, less people-pleasing. I spent too much energy on what others think. Next year, I'm living for me.
Yes. What about you, Jordan? What do you want more of?
Yearning, warm. More connection. I want deeper relationships, more vulnerable conversations, more quality time with people I love.
Beautiful. And less of?
Self-aware, determined. Less screen time. I waste so much time scrolling mindlessly. I want to be more present in real life.
Affirming, transitioning to practical. That's a great goal. Okay, practical advice time. How should listeners reflect on their year?
Clear directive. 1. Block out an hour of uninterrupted time. This is important. Give it space.
Building on it. 2. Write out your wins. Everything you accomplished, learned, survived, big and small.
Balanced approach. 3. Acknowledge your struggles. What was hard? What did you learn from it?
Growth focused. 4. Notice how you've grown. Who are you now versus 12 months ago?
Permission and encouragement. 5. Celebrate. You made it through another year. That alone is worth celebrating.
Analytical. 6. Identify patterns. What keeps showing up? What needs to change?
Gratitude emphasis. 7. Express gratitude. What are you thankful for from this year?
Releasing. 8. Let go of what doesn't serve you. What are you leaving this year?
Future-oriented. 9. Set intentions for next year. Not rigid goals, but directions you want to move toward.
Community element. 10. Share your reflection with someone you trust. Speaking it makes it real.
Emphatic, validating. Your year matters. Your growth matters. Don't rush past it without acknowledging how far you've come.
Compassionate, inclusive. Even if it was a hard year, you survived it. You're here, listening to this. That's something.
Inviting, warm. We want to hear from you. What was your biggest win this year? Your biggest lesson?
Engaging audience. Share your year in review with us on social media.
Grateful, warm. Thanks for listening to Anglift Studio.
Hopeful, celebrating. Here's to the year behind you and the one ahead.
Upbeat, encouraging. Subscribe to our channel. See you next video.